Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the drive-thru. I'm your host, Tony T. As we broadcast live here on Pick Dawgz and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out of here before the top of the hour, give you guys enough time to get those bets into the primetime games. And that's what we do here on the drive-thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Deliver live free sports space where the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. Deliver those winners at professional handicappers over at Pick Dawgz and Sports Chat Place. So let's take a peek at who's on the show with us for today. All right, with us, Javon Burst with us. It's Brian Bittler, Jay Briggs in. We got Rod Zawacki. Here's how they'll line it up for this evening. We got Briggs, Burst, Bittler, Zawacki, and I will close this one out. Baseball is back on a game final here. It was Arizona with a 5-2 victory against the Chicago Cubs. Cubs can't generate enough offense here against an Arizona pitching staff and a bullpen that struggled on the road this year. Despite, instead of Zach Gallen, looks like it was Ryan Nelson that went. And, of course, looks like Gallen will be going tomorrow. 14-game card, 13 games remaining. Milwaukee and Minnesota are interleague rivals, which means they play 4 games a year. So the 2-game series home and away for Minnesota and Milwaukee. They begin their 2-game series tomorrow. That's why we had 14 games on the board. The 2 interleague rivals there meeting this weekend. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get the show underway. It's time to bring in, we'll start it off here with Jay Briggs, right? You catch him over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Catch him in the morning shows here every day, and of course on the weekends. Jay, what's happening?
Tony T, what's happening, my man? How you doing?
Doing great. All right, here we go. We had talked about this prior to the break, and here we go. This is the series. You got to come here locked and loaded, mind on business after the break. Astros at Mariners. Astros favored $1.06. Total is not bad. Total sits here about seven runs total.
Yes, it does. Look, these are 2 teams I wish could both find a way to lose. You know, as an avid Rangers fan, these 2 teams both sit in front of my Rangers in the lead for the division, man. But just like last season, I'm expecting this division to probably come down to the last game or last week of the season. Tonight, we got Hunter Brown and Luis Castillo on the mound, man. Hunter Brown, he's been much better than he was earlier at the start of this season. You know, 4 of his last 5 outings have been really, really solid. He did get blown up in that one game against the Twins, gave up 12 hits, 7 earned. But outside of that, I would say back half of this season, second half of the season, he's been a totally different guy. The Mariners, their problem, they can't hit the baseball. When you look at most of the offensive numbers for the season, you'll find Seattle Mariners near the bottom, especially at home in that big ballpark of theirs. They got their ace on the mound tonight in Luis Castillo. We know what's up with Castillo. He's going to have a very solid game like he always does at home. He's going to give his team a chance to win, and the bullpen may be the factor that blows it. So this is how I'm going to attack it. Hunter Brown's been pitching well. Luis Castillo's been pitching well. Mariners struggling to hit the baseball. I think Castillo has a solid game. Tony T, give me an under.
Under here. Under Astros and Mariners. But we've heard this throughout the year with this Mariners team, a team that just can't hit. And that's why all these teams are catching up to Seattle, because their pitching staff, for the most part, has been good. Although they have some struggles in the bullpen on the road this year. But, man, when you look at this Mariners team, man, that bats a real struggle at home. And 30-16 to the under at home this year.
Yep. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. Like I said, that's a big ballpark out there. And Seattle just doesn't have the bats. And they show up sometimes, but more often than not, man, they're an under-style team. They're a pitching-style team. They have probably, if I were to think off the top of my head, the Mariners might have, you know, a top 3 rotation in baseball. But that batting lineup, man, it leaves a lot to be desired. And in a night like tonight, I think Hunter Brown will be able to do enough to keep the Astros in this game and keep this thing low scoring.
All right, look. Jay says low scoring here. Astros, Mariners under total of 7 runs tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dawgz for tonight's action. Of course, action on the board tonight for Major League Baseball. 13 games on the board. Jay having a great 2024. It's Christmas in July. What do you have going over at Pick Dawgz Premium?
Hey, Tony T just hit the nail on the head. It's Christmas in July, man. You can get my full year for the best price you'll ever see it, man. For the best price you'll ever see it, one low price. Scoop it up right now and get everything that I'm offering, every single sport. Of course, with baseball being back today, I have some baseball on the card for you. I got 3 plays in a money-making 3-pack, and I have my top play in Major League Baseball for $19. So hop on that, man. Let's continue to try to kick the crap out of the books here during the dog days of summer. But college football, NFL football, the NBA. Hey, all of that is going to be here soon, man. Look how fast we're in the back end of July. Man, it's going by pretty fast, man. So it'll be here sooner than you know it. Hop on right now, Christmas in July, get the best price and get everything that I'm offering for the remainder of the year and to this time next year for one low price, man. So hop on over at Big Dawgz.
That's right, guys. Get aboard with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dog Premium. We see great results here for 2024, over 1,100 units of profit. Get on board, use that promo code PICK at checkout, saving 15% off. Right, Jay? It's always great having you show. Have a great rest of the week. We'll catch up with you again next week on the drive-thru. But, of course, you host the shows here on the morning show and, of course, on the weekends as well.
Yes, you can catch me Monday through Friday with Ruffalo. Mitch will be back now full term, so Mitch will be back for the morning show, folks, so y'all can tune into the morning show Monday through Friday. And then, of course, I host the weekend show, so I'll be there tomorrow. 15 games in Major League Baseball. Let's do it, man. Let's cook them up. See if Jovan shows up and brings out that extendo clip like he loves to do. Tony T usually pops in on Saturday, so should be a pretty good show. Make sure y'all tune in and let's continue to kick the crap out of the books.
That's right. Tune in indeed. I know you're a fan of the Mavs are in action right now. Wish this was the finals, but it's Summer League by 15. What is this, man? What have you seen from this Mavs Summer League team?
To be honest, I haven't seen a whole lot. You know what I mean? We're a veteran team now. It's kind of crazy to say about my Mavs, but, you know, we're one of the best teams in the league. We're just in the finals. So our farm system, a.k.a. kind of in baseball mode, it's not the best. You know, it's not the best. It's not what it's been in years past. So we got a couple guys like Omex Prosper and the guy we just drafted this year who, you know, are working to be significant pieces for the Mavs in the future. But outside of that, not too much really going on for the Mavs in the Summer League.
There you go from Jay. Just looking forward to the season coming up soon. Of course, heading to the Olympics. All right, Jay, have a great weekend. We'll catch up with you later.
Yes, sir. See y'all tomorrow. I'm out of here.
You got Jay Briggs here on the drive, too. Let's continue on the show. Yeah, it's that time of the day for the chat pick of the day. Back at it here. Baseball is back. Today, we're going to give you a competitive game here. Orioles and Rangers. If you like the Orioles, it's letter A. B for the Rangers. C over, D under. That is our chat pick of the day. Keep the picks coming in. We will track them, and, of course, throughout the show, and give you the results at the end. So keep them coming in tonight. Chat pick of the day. It'll be Orioles at the Rangers. First one in is the Rangers. Rangers gets the first call. Another one from Jay coming in with his Rangers. Comes in with his Rangers here. So far, 3 on the Rangers now. 4 on the Rangers. Wait a minute. Look at this. You guys are putting these picks in like the game's over already. So 4 on the Rangers, and we finally got our first one in here. Oh, boy, another. Oh, wow, look at this. Look at this. 7-1 already. 8-1 right now. A lot of Ranger support here in this game. Wow. All right. Let's also first 5 coming in. All right. 7-1 right now. 8-1 right now in the early voting on chat pick of the game. You guys are ready to jump in with that. All right. Javon is up next. Got the coverage here from Reds and Nationals. We'll catch him in right now. You got him over at Pick Dawgz Premium. We'll bring Javon in right now. Ready to roll. Javon, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, Tony? How are you?
I'm doing great. All right, here we go. Major League Baseball is back. We look at Reds and Nationals here. We see the Reds here favored $1.24. The total is 9.5.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the Reds in this one. You know, it's just a situation where not going to overcomplicate this one. You know, not going to look for hidden gems or anything like that. Corbin Burns is on the mound. You know, and, over the past several years, when was the last year that, when did the Nationals win the World Series? Was that 2019? What year was that?
God, that's a good question, right? 2019. That might have been the Dodgers Astros that year. I don't know. I can't, it's hard for me to remember that far back because we're covering games every day.
Well, whatever that was, that might have been last year. Corbin Burns had a decent season because it's not awful. And although this year he has, come up in some spots to where, he got the money, over his last 10 starts, the Nationals are 1-9. So it's just the same old with Corbin Burns. I mean, not Corbin Burns, Patrick Corbin, sorry. Oh, good old Patrick Corbin. And, it's just one of those things where if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just, fade the guy, because he's going to give up those runs. That's for damn sure. And, overall, I look at the Reds as a better team, with the better pitching option in Frankie Montas in this one, who's, although the Reds haven't won his game, for the most part, he's been the better pitcher between these two. And you get into the bullpen with the Reds. The Reds are the have the superior bullpen, and I believe they have the superior batting order. So when all's said and done, being that we're in a situation where it's the start of the second half of the season, we're gonna get into the dog days of summer. I like my chances with the Reds, even at laying a little bit more juice, on the road.
All right, Javon here on the Reds here, minus 126 here against the Nationals. It was 2019 there. I looked it up on my phone when the Nats last won the World Series. Yeah, one thing here, boy, Corbin's just been hammered his past three starts, but there's one thing to note with this Reds team. They've been 7-1 as a road favorite this year, and a plus 35 run differential on the road, and their pitching staff is holding teams at 213 hitting on the road. So, boy, this Reds team. Man, they put together a pretty good package on the road this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's just one of those things where when they're facing, especially when they're facing like mediocre teams like the Nationals, you gotta back them. Even in the situation where you don't want to rock with the Cincinnati Reds, laying extra juice like we are right now, 124, 125, 126, somewhere around there. But it's not that much to where, you're going to lose sleep over. I'm just looking at the pitcher match. I'm looking at these teams, overall. I'm looking at the bullpens, and I'm like, advantage Reds, advantage Reds, advantage Reds. And, the Nationals, they have given us money this year, but as of late, not so much. So, looking at what this bullpen does, with the Reds, I like my chances.
All right, Javon here will be on the Reds here, minus 124, 26. Do your line shopping, guys. Get the best number tonight in about half an hour. All right, Javon, let's take a look over.
What was the answer? What was the answer? When did the Nationals win the last World Series?
2019.
It was the last year. 2019, yeah. So, that's the last year. Patrick Corbin has actually, been serviceable. Because since then he's been a straight fade machine.
Oh yeah, and he got that contract, and man, they just put him out there, and it's been pretty bad. All right, let's take a look over at Pick Dog for tonight's action. Baseball's back, 13-game card up there. What do you have? Of course, football coming up soon. What do you have going over at Pick Dog's Premium?
Yeah, we're at the right time right now if you want on value. Christmas in July, mine's discounted at a 33% rate. Why would you want to pick up a year-long package with me? Because I've been profitable. Over 2 seasons combined, the #1 NFL handicapper on the website. Calendar 2022, 2023, I've turned a profit. And by the end of this year, it's going to be the same way. We're going to go on a monster run in the NFL once again. And it was a down year for me last year in college football, but other years, I've hit the board hard. Been in plus money, so I'm a damn good NFL handicapper and a college football handicapper. So we're in that stretch where August, September, October, the end of the year, this is when I shine and get on board. That's really all I have to say. So, jump long term, 3 days, 7 day, and like I said, the yearly Christmas in July. So also matching one of handicaps for the 2-4 capital motion. You can't go wrong here because there's a lot of us good work.
That's right, guys. You got to vote Javon Burt's over at Pick Dogs. Christmas in July, the best time to get on board. Win your all sports pass with Javon. Big reductions, and the promo code Pick at Checkout still valid there. Save that 15% off. That's how you roll. All right. Javon, I think we might have lost him. He was having some issues there. Of course, Javon, you can catch Javon. Of course, your parlay videos up there with the video series, and also on the weekend shows. We can catch you. Looks like we might have lost the signal. He was kind of going out there. But yeah, there you go. We got you now.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now.
Yeah, so the video series is up for tonight. Got a 2-team parlay. Gonna keep that going. Also, we'll have more free picks over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday on the morning show. Guaranteed. I'll be there like clockwork, and then back here on Monday evening.
That's right, guys. So make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications. Javon's a guest on the weekend shows, and of course, when he drops those parlay videos. All right, gentlemen, have a great weekend. We'll catch up with you again next week.
Absolutely. Have a great night. Win, and see you on Monday.
We'll see you on Monday. Javon Burt's here on the drive through. Let's continue here on the show. Keep an eye on that chat pick of the day. It's been one way here, all the way here. It's Orioles and Rangers. A for the Orioles, B for the Rangers, C for the over, D for the under. 9-1 on the Rangers. Boy, that's a huge gap here today on the chat pick of the day. So keep those picks coming in. We'll track them throughout the show and give you the results at the end. Let's continue on the drive through. We got Brian Baylor on deck. Brian, what's happening?
I tell you what, great to be with you on a Friday night. Sometimes seeing a 9-1 on that chat pick of the day would get me on the Baltimore Orioles here, but I think the guys are on to something here. I just think you're getting Corbin Burns at a super cheap price. I know the Rangers have their best starter going, but I think this is a must-win spot for Texas.
Yeah,
I think Texas gets my vote as well.
Make it 10-1. We just got another one here on the chat pick. 10-1 here.
I agree with him.
Yeah, their money. Mike Carter came in with it. All right, here we go. We go to the Central Division here as the Royals will be hosting the White Sox. We see the Royals $2.16 totals coming here in this one here at 9 runs.
Yeah, for my Friday night drive-through play, I'm looking at those Chicago White Sox visiting the Kansas City Royals. Now we should see a massive amount of bets here and money on Friday night, fading those dreadful Chicago White Sox, as the Royals run line just has the minimal juice. So that should really entice the bettors. But to me, Michael Wacha, massively overpriced at -216. I just don't see him as a -200 pitcher. Comes in with a 3.83 ERA, a whip that's not too bad at 1.24. His last start, though, he only made it 5 innings, giving up 3 runs. Chris Flexen, everybody knows I like Chris Flexen from his days with the Seattle Mariners here. And he's never easy to bet, but he's had 2 straight starts, okay starts, giving up 2 runs, 6 innings in both of those contests. Last 6 games between these two teams have been relatively close. I look for the White Sox here to stay competitive. I think the Royals come out here a little bit flat. Royals going into the All-Star break lost 2 in a row. I know the White Sox lost 4, but this is an upper echelon KC team. They're a 5-5 start, and they really come back down to earth. I think it's a 1-run game. I'll take the Chicago White Sox plus the 1.5 here. I think the Royals sneak out a 1-run win, but the White Sox cover the spread.
All right, Brian here looking at this game here with the White Sox run line. That'll take the point, a 1.5 here. Take the plus, you get a -104. Do your line shopping. Obviously, get the best numbers on these as if you would. That's no better doubt about that. Yeah, getting into the break here, we've seen issues here with the Royals. Right, they've had their issues with the bats, and again, Wacha for this Royals team, ERA approaching 4, but it's just been a little bit of a team that people I think got on fade here with the Royals the way they played here the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean, typically the time when you get the best value on the Kansas City Royals is when they're at home. They play their best baseball there, but now they're getting into. At the beginning of the season, they were a bargain basement team to bet, but now you're getting in the massively overpriced area when you get up around the -200s, especially with those average pitchers. What worries me, the Chicago White Sox is they're dead last in runs scored, batting average as a team. You look at their pitching, their ERAs. In the 27th or so ranked in the league. So it's tough to back the Chicago White Sox. It's one of those teams you've got to just hold your nose and take them in spots. And I think tonight's one of those spots.
It's funny. I've been looking at the White Sox. When you look at their past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 road series, okay, their past 5 road series, they've been able to win 1 game. At least actually that's all they've won. They've been able to win at least 1 game, and it's exactly 1 game in each of their 5 road series. You got to isolate that spot where they can win. You can probably get some good value there.
Exactly. And if you're getting all 3 games around -200, I'm not saying that'll be the lines, but they just have to. You pick your spots with this team, you can come up with a profit. I'm only laying -105 here with with the Chicago White Sox, which isn't bad for getting them.
Yep, because they lost in their past few series. They lost 2 of 3 at Miami, at Cleveland, at Detroit, Arizona, at Seattle. So they were able to pick up a win there, losing 2 of 3. As you said, if you could find a spot where you could find that spot, then that's where you make your money.
Exactly, because the books aren't giving away money. It is Friday night, though, and these plays, normally on a Friday night, you'll see more plays that the Kansas City Royals come in. But, trends are made to be broken. I have a good feeling about this one. I'm ready to get back into the swing of things in Major League Baseball.
All right, Brian here, White Sox run line, take the plus 1.5, minus 104 tonight at 8:10 Eastern Time. All right, Brian, let's take a look over at Pick Document for tonight's action. Of course, it is Christmas in July. Great value. 13 games on the board for Major League Baseball. We can see you enjoying a great 2024. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Tell you what, during the break, I went 2-1, cashed 2 WNBA games in a row, last 2 in a row. So I'm kind of warming up here. I got 2 best bets tonight. My best bet overall is in the CFL. You can get my CFL plays for just $19 at pickdogs.com. And it is my titanium play. My titanium is 132.98-1. That's a 57% hit rate. Last 231. Or you can get my best bet in Major League Baseball for $25 at pickdogs.com. It's a late game, so plenty of time to get in on that one. And like Jay said, Christmas in July. Now's the time to get on board the 1-year pass. For me, I got it listed at $1,000. Use code PICK at checkout. Get another 15% off. So $850 gets you a full year of picks. And I'm looking forward to NFL, college football, college basketball, NBA, everything at pickdogs.com.
That's right, guys. Got with Brian Pedler over at Pick Dogs. Some good results here from Brian here for 2024. Nearly 1,600 units of profit. And of course, the promo code PICK at checkout will save you that 15% off. Great time right now with Christmas in July. Remember, all the sports, all the premium plays, all the football, all the NBA, college hoops, and more. So get on board with Brian. All right, Brian, it's always great having you show. Have a great weekend. We'll catch up with you again next week. But, of course, we can always catch up with you here with your sharp contrarian plays. And you make some show appearances as well on the weekends.
I'm going to try to get there on Sunday, but every day you can catch my sharp betting contrarian predictions at the Pick Dogs YouTube channel. Got to sit down right after I get off of here and record that one before I go out and do some square dancing. It's definitely going to be a big weekend at pickdogs.com. Make sure you tune in and check it out.
Check it out, indeed, guys. Like, subscribe, set notifications. So when Brian drops those sharp contrarian videos, you get right on them. All right, Brian, have a great weekend. Catch up with you next week.
Thanks for having me, Tony. Catch you next weekend.
You got it. Brian Baylor here on the drive through. Let's continue on, guys. Chat pick of the day. It's almost a foregone conclusion now. It has been all Rangers here by 10-1 margin. No totals yet. It's been all. Actually, I'm sorry. We did get one more here. We did get. I think K came in Lando 86. We got our second. Orioles side here. So from K. So 10-2 right now in favor of them. You know who I like right there in the green, right? Another one, Ron Crawford coming in with the Rangers. So 11-2 here. Chat pick of the day. You guys liking these Rangers big here in chat pick of the day. All right, let's continue here on the drive. I think we'll go ahead and welcome in Rod Zawacki. More baseball coverage today here as baseball returns to the schedule following the All-Star break. So we'll bring Rod Zawacki in. Also, too, there's a couple of CFLs we'll talk about as well. Rod, what's happening?
Not too much, Tony. Staying cool. Trying to stay cool, anyways. As you can see, it's hot in the in the office today.
Yes.
Definitely hot in the office today.
No doubt. It's warming up here. Warming up. All right, here we go. Baseball interleague Padres Guardians head to head. We see the Guardians favorites here. $1.59. The total's coming in at 7.5.
Yeah, you look at these two teams heading in the All-Star break. They weren't playing their greatest baseball. 4-6, both these teams heading into the break. So definitely looking for some improvement here. Padres, we know, still going to be without Tatis Jr. For this game. And, he's a big addition when he faced the Guardians this time last year against Beebe. He had a big game. So, for me, you look Tanner Beebe in this one. Over his last 3, he's 1-2 with a 5.09 ERA. So, definitely not as hot a start lately as they headed to the second half of that first half. Beebe cooled off a little bit. And at home, 3-2 with a 4.69 ERA. And as I said, last season versus these Padres, he only went 4 innings, gave up 8 hits, 6 runs, 2 walks, 2 home runs, one of those home runs was to Tatis. So he wanted to face Tatis here in this one tonight. And on the other side of things, well, we get Matt Waldron getting the start for the Padres in this one. And over his last few starts, he's been still same thing like BB. Hasn't been the greatest. But on the road is where he does pitch his best. 3-3 on the season with a 3.13 ERA on the road. So I think Waldron has a good start here. This will be the first time that the Cleveland Guardians have ever seen Matt Waldron pitching. So they're just going off what they've seen in the workroom where they've seen him on video. That's about it. So this will be the first time that these Guardians will face him. And you look hitting wise, well, the Padres over the last 10 have definitely been hitting better, hitting 261 over their last 10 games. Well, the Guardians' bats have definitely cooled off a little bit, only hitting 223 over their last 10 games. As in coming out of the All-Star break, I expect the same thing. Got to go with the Padres here in this one at this big plus price. Love it. Take it. Give me the Padres here.
Ron here on the Padres here at the big plus price here. Plus 144. Of course, they did stumble into the break here, but maybe that's sometimes that can help you. The fact that the team now needs to come focused back into the break, as there's again this wild cards are going to be up in the air, and Padres get up a lot of ground here as they hit the All-Star break.
Oh, they give up a lot of ground there, but like I said, that injury to Tatis was big, so they did slump a little heading into that break. So they needed a big second half here, do the Padres, and it starts here. As I said, he rocked Tanner BB last time they see him last season. And I know BB's definitely improved, but the book's out on him. They know how to hit him. And I think the Padres can get to him nicely in this one and get us a nice plus price. Padres have also won their last 6 night games versus the AL Central following a loss. Seems the Padres play better on the road than what they have at home this season as well. So at this big plus price, too much value to pass up here. On two teams that are slumping. You look at the bullpens, and it's almost a coin flip. Padres have been a little bit better. You'd have to give it to the Guardians edge-wise on the numbers. But this should be more of a coin flip price. We get too much value to pass with the Padres here.
Right, so a coin flip here. He likes the Padres here at the plus 144. All right, we also have some CFL action. As we said, the CFL said no games on Thursday. We go to a doubleheader here on tonight. We started off with your Elks on the road against Ottawa, Edmonton and Ottawa. We see this one around a pick'em, total 52.5.
Line mover, right? Remember when we talked this earlier in the week with this Elks game? It was Elks were a plus 2.5 in that game. So big line mover, and I expect I've seen a lot of people on Ottawa. And this Ottawa team, if you look at the quarterback numbers with Bethel Thompson's got 4 more touchdown passes than what the Ottawa guy has. This Edmonton Elks team has played good football. It's just they've lost a couple games late, just like they did. They let that Ottawa game get away last time at home. And now to pick them at a coin flip, I got to flip to the Elks and give me the Elks in that one to get a little bit of revenge. We know what happens after coach firings. I like G-Roy Simon, who's stepped in as the new head coach for the Elks. G-Roy Simon's no new guy to the CFL. He used to play with the BC Lions for a majority of his career as a wide receiver, so he's definitely not new to the CFL. I like that addition into the mix and the fold with the Elks. I think he's one of those coaches that the team will get up for because he's a player's coach. So as a player's coach, I think the Elks definitely get up for him in that one. I think the Elks.
The Elks tonight, that's just a game at 7 each time. We go to the late game. Winnipeg at Saskatchewan. Winnipeg favored 5.5 on the road. This one was a line move from a 1.5 point opener, total 49.5.
Yeah, and like I said, I liked Winnipeg at the 1.5, but now at 5, I don't want to lay 5 with Winnipeg. We know what Winnipeg's done all season long. Yes, you've got 1 win, and you do look like things are turning around into the right direction. But you're going into a Saskatchewan territory where they're at home and they've played well at home. 6-1 ATS the last 7 at home, I believe, are the Rough Riders. And with the Ohio Bobcats QB that's stepped up, he hasn't busted out a lot of offense, but he's done enough. And that Saskatchewan defense is for real, as we see many a times, and many a teams come in and get shut down. I like Oliveira to rush under his total yards here tonight, and I think I got a flip. I liked it at Winnipeg at 1.5 earlier in the week, but now at 5, give me Saskatchewan plus 5. I think someone kicks a field goal late.
There you go. Rod on Saskatchewan here. That's the 5. And, of course, in the baseball, he'll look at the Padres at the big plus prize. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pick Dog for tonight's action. 13 games on the board for Major League Baseball coming back. Of course, it is Christmas in July. What do you have going over at the site?
And over at the side, I got 3 plays. I've got my TGIF MLB triple. And in that triple, it includes my 10-star play of the day. You can scoop that up singly for $19. Or as everybody has said before me, now's that time of the year where the year pass is reduced. Be only available for the next 12 days. As soon as that calendar flips to August, that deal will be gone. It's the only deal we give out here at Pick Dawgz all season long. And also, when you buy that year pass, you also get the consensus report for a year thrown into that year pass as well. So definitely you can't go wrong with that. Having that consensus report in your back pocket, having my picks in your back pocket, head on over to Pick Dawgz Premium and scoop it up. It's continuing to crush the looks like we have in football the last few seasons. NFL's treated us well. College football's treated us well over the last 3 seasons. We've had winning records in 3 straight, so let's go. Love college football. And then college basketball is right around the corner as well. It just seems to start earlier and earlier and earlier as well. Normally you're waiting until December. Now we're almost getting in October. Things are starting to heat up, and so lots of sports action ahead, and I'm excited. It's that time of year. Christmas in July. Jump aboard. Don't forget that promo code PICK. Get checkout. Get 15% off as well.
You can, guys. This first time you got aboard with Rod Zawacki. Christmas, July with that 1-year all sports pass. Great savings, guys. Get on board. Covers all of Rod's premium plays. All right, Rod. Any other bonuses you got today? Any player props tonight?
Bonus. You know what? That in the Guardians and Padres game, take the Yurfee. I think we see some runs. And I like the Yurfee in the first inning. I think someone gives it up early. And we get some runs in that early. I'm hoping BB gives up a big knocker. Take Bogarts to hit home run too. He's faced BB a few times, and bad 500 against BB is Bogarts. So take Bogarts to get a home run.
Bogarts to get a home run. A bonus play there from Rod Zawacki. All right, Rod, as always, great having you on the show. Actually, why don't we do? We got some extra time here. I was gonna do a baseball rundown since you've got extra. I don't know. You're probably hot over there, right? It's hot.
Oh, I don't care. I'm in.
Do it. You're in. Okay, let's just do a baseball rundown.
I'm in. What are we
Rod's in. Let's do it. All right, baseball rundown.
Anything, you know it.
Let's do it. All right.
Talking to sports, I'm in.
Absolutely. All right, here we go. We know this one gone final here. Diamondbacks 5-2. There was a lot of question marks about this pitching staff, this starter. Instead of Gallen, it goes to Ryan Nelson, but Gallen coming back tomorrow.
Yeah, Gallen coming back tomorrow. I figured the Cubs would scoop the win up there, but hey. Cubs again with their offense, that just lack of offense and lack of scoring. Did them in again. They gave up 3 in the 3rd and a couple in the 5th, and down 5-0 before you know it. And then just tried to muster a rally and just couldn't do it. Diamondbacks, surprisingly, that Diamondbacks bullpen held them in there.
Yeah,
because we know what that Diamondback bullpen has done a few times this season. Definitely gave it away. Not today. They held on and got the win, and now you got to go against Gallen tomorrow. Ooh,
yeah,
could be 2 straight losses for the Cubs loading.
Well, yeah, let's see how that rolls tomorrow there. Okay, here we go. Game beginning in just a few minutes here. Phillies and Cubs. We can confirm Nola against Perez. Phillies here, $1.72 in this one.
Yeah, and you look at the Phillies in this one going against the Pirates and Martin Perez. In this one, this starts momentarily, 2 minutes, probably just doing a little pregame warm-up in this one. And they've flopped wins. It's been you win 1, I win 1, you win 1. Series is 2-2 on the season so far. But the last time they met, Pirates got to the Phillies. It was a 9-2 decision in that one. But here in Pittsburgh, I think all the values on the Pirates in this one. I think in the chat, somebody said, what do I like? I like the Nerfy in this one. I think we got a low-scoring one. I think no runs in that first inning. I think Martin Perez is the big question mark. I think Nola can get through that first inning, get us 3 outs. It's just if Martin Perez can get through that first inning, and I think he can in this one, enough to get us the Nerfy in that game. And I would lean to the Pirates. Too much value there with that Pirates. They've been batting pretty good over their last 10 games, and against right-handing, they're hitting .268, which equates to about 7 runs per 9. So plus 150, I'm in. Too much value to pass up there with the Pirates.
All right, right on the Pirates. And this one we covered. Reds, Nationals ready. Rays and Yankees coming off the break here. Effin and Cole, we can confirm We've got here the Yankees $1.66, a total of 8.
Total of 8. I was just going to say 4. I'm going to take the over 4. I like the under 8. We know Zach Eflin, when he plays the Yankees, he's faced them twice this season already, and pitched well. I think he's given up 1 run in those 2 games, and we know what Cole's done. Cole's starting to turn it around and starting to look like the old Cole. So I like the under 8 here in this one.
All right, under 8 there. Rays and Yankees continuing here. We got coverage later in Tigers, Blue Jays. All right, here we go. Mets and Marlins going head-to-head here. Let's confirm the pitching matchups. Manaea and Cabrera are now confirmed. Mets $1.26. Kind of looks a little short to me. Total sits here. And we got the total right here, total of 8.
Yeah, and you look at it, just like you said, doesn't this look a little fishy for the way it's looking to me? Mets at $1.32. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to go with Cabrera. This is how many starts back is that for Cabrera? Is this his 4th back? Let me see. A few starts back, right? So he's starting to. I like Cabrera here at home. He's one of those guys that he's
third start.
His 2nd start back, right?
Third
Start back.
Yeah.
3rd start back. See, that's when I like to bet a guy. I kind of watch him how he goes in this first couple, and they haven't been great for him. But just as you said, doesn't this line look here? Take the Mets. Just at this almost coin flip price. Yeah, give me the Marlins. Something definitely does seem fishy there.
Yeah, something does not look.
Marlins.
Yeah, he's Marlins. Yeah, something doesn't look right there at all. All right, here we go. Here, we covered this game already. Go to Cardinals and Braves here. The Braves here, we can confirm now. Gray against Schwellenbach. Braves $1.14 at home. The total sits at 7.5.
Yeah, see, in this one, I'm going to go right to Sonny Gray and the Cardinals. This Schwellenbach, he has looked good at times. Like he's flashed some brilliance. Like he's going to be good, but I still think he needs a little bit of work. And Sonny Gray's had a solid first half of the season for the Cardinals, and those bats for the Braves, they can be Mr. Inconsistent at times. Too much value to pass up there. I got to go with the Cardinals and the plus price there.
Cardinals with the plus price. All right. This is the chat pick of the day. Orioles and Rangers head-to-head. The chat. We know who the chat really loves in this one. The Orioles here are going to be favored $1.14 here on the road. The total sits 7.5.
Yeah, and you look at this one here. I think you got to go with what the chat pick of the day has been going and where everybody's been rolling. You look at the Rangers. They've won their last 10 home games against the AL East opponent following a win. And what have we seen from this Texas team heading into the break? Getting hot. I think they've won 7 of the last 10 games heading into the All-Star break. And I think coming out of the All-Star break, this Rangers team, as the defending champs, are starting to get things together and starting to put things together as we've seen heading into the break. They're going to start to get some guys back in the second half as well that they're missing from the lineup. I think at home here in this one, just too much value. This line's moved a little from what it was earlier this morning. Definitely some people on the Rangers as well, and for good reason. They're playing the better baseball right now. The Orioles looked awful heading into the All-Star break. They looked like they couldn't hit a beach ball at times. So, got to go with the Rangers here in this one.
Rangers in that one. All right, we'll continue here on our rundown. We covered on that game already. Giants and Rockies. Let's confirm the pitchers. Harrison and Quantrill now confirmed. We see the Giants $1.31 on the road. Total coming in this one. It's going to be 10.5.
10.5, right? And for me in this one, you look at the way things have been going. Both teams hitting so is pretty much almost a coin flip. Rockies hitting 235 over the last 10. Giants 225. Pitching wise, it's Rockies play their best at home. For me in this one, I'm going to go with the Rockies. I know their bullpen has been a little bit shaky at times, but here's another one that looks kind of fishy. Why is it only a -145 for the Giants? Or you got -130, and I'm looking at the one book over here says -140, and this is the sharpest book you got going here.
Yeah.
Almost begging you to take the Giants. Give me the Rockies here in this one and the plus price. I like the Rockies in this one.
The Rockies in this one. All right.
Something seems fishy there too. Just like the Mets, you got to go with the couple home teams there.
Yep.
Fade the Mets, fade the Giants. Give me the Rockies.
The Rockies there. All right, we'll continue on here. Oakland and LA Angels head-to-head tonight. We can now confirm Canning and Sears. In this one, we've got the Oakland Athletics favored $1.14, total 8.5.
Yeah, and look at this one. You know what? You look the way Canning's been going. Canning's actually started to pick it up. He had a rough start to the season, but he's actually been pitching a little better. And from what I've seen, there have been a lot of people just saying, take Oakland, take Oakland, take Oakland. How many times has Oakland been a favorite this season? Not a whole lot. Sure, they've won the last 3. We've actually split the season series. Angels win 3. Angels swept the first series, 3-0, and then the Oakland has swept it at home. So they've seen Canning. It was an Angels win 5-1. I think Canning can shut down this Oakland team. You're going to give me plus price on the Angels with Canning going on the mound. This would have been a premium, but just missed.
All right.
Because I didn't know who was starting. Way back late. This was a later newsman on Canning going. If I knew it was Canning versus JP, I would have taken the Angels.
There you go. We're out here on the Angels. Continue here on the show. This is one of the featured games of the night. Red Sox and Dodgers here. The Dodgers coming in favored $1.28. We see the total coming in 8 runs. Nick Pivetta, we can confirm the starting pitchers here. Nick Pivetta and Gavin Stone.
Yeah, Nick Pivetta, Gavin Stone getting the start here in this one, and you know what? I'm going to take the over. I just think we see some runs here. The way Boston headed into the break, hot. Their bats were hot heading into the break, and they played their best work on the road this season. So I'll lean to Boston as well, but to go with the over. What's it sitting at? 8.5? Or did it hit 9? 8.5, right?
I'm sorry,
it's
8. 8. It's 8.
8. Oh, so it was 8.5. It probably ticked down to 8. So I like the over. Yeah, I think we can easily get to 9-10 runs between these two teams in this one. It's probably hot out there. Is it hot out there today?
It's hot out there. It should be about 80 degrees at start time.
At start time? Yeah. Take the over 8.5. 8? I still think this should be. See, I keep thinking this should be 8.5. So at 8, we're getting value. I got to take the over 8.
All right.
Boston now.
They're in there to Boston. Of course, this game here, Jay took the under in the Astros Mariners, and it's hard for me to. I kind of agree with them on that one. What do you think?
How can you not? You got to take the under, right? Every time I see the Mariners, sometimes they just struggle to get runs and hit and score runs. So, and the over, they're begging you. Look at that, plus 107 to take the over. Nah, you got to take the under here. Take the under in this one. With a lean to the Astros getting the job done. Let me see. I thought I seen a good stat or a trend here. Yeah, the Astros have won their last 8 road games against the AL West following a home loss. So, and we know that the Astros this season have played their best on the road as well. So, maybe trying to silence the numbers that everybody says they're cheating. So the Astros on the road are cheating more. You would figure they would cheat more at home because they can set it up a little more for cheating, but not on the road.
You don't need to cheat against the Mariners, though. They can't hit.
They beat themselves because sometimes they overswing and chase some pitches. I've seen the Seattle team chase some pitches.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, they're just a brutal team.
That was a walk. You were going to walk in a run, and you totally swung at that.
Oh, my goodness. Yep. It's just a rough one there. Of course, the Astros have really dominated the division over the several years. Although of course, with the Rangers getting better, Mariners showing a little life in the regular season, it's been tougher. But the Astros have really dominated this division over the years.
The bats, right? The bats are starting to come to life for the Astros as well. Over their last 10, they've been hitting, and the Mariners slumping. But notoriously, you watch out. This Mariners team, maybe late, not to kick off the second half. But I've noted this Mariners team over the last couple seasons, they've made a nice run in the second half to sneak into the wild card spot, haven't they? Over the last couple seasons, they've snuck into a wild card spot. I think did they make it last season? Yeah, I think they did make it in. Or did they just? No, they just fell short. It went to the Blue Jays.
Yeah,
we should have. They should have given it to them because the Blue Jays didn't do anything. They just might as well have just passed on the whole situation because I think they got swept by the Twins. That's right, they got swept by the Twins at the Jays last year. Right out of the wild card. It was ugly.
Altuve, as you know, Altuve missed last Saturday. Also missed the All-Star game, all the All-Star festivities. But he's penciled in the lineup. It's not confirmed. I don't have a confirmed lineup yet but he's expected to play. So that's the word here on Altuve.
Let me have a quick look, see what I've got.
Yeah.
Probably got the same thing. Nothing coming up.
It's a later game too.
Yeah, no lineup yet.
Yeah.
Check back later for the lineup. No lineup. No official lineup out yet. I think he plays. I think that's why he sat.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't need part of this festivities. It's in our competitor's ballpark anyways. I don't want to go to Texas.
And the Mariners and the Mariners are coming up. And the Mariners are coming up after the break, and we're tied in the loss column with them.
Oh, yeah, exactly. This is a massive game for both these teams in chasing, hunting down the division, and probably later in the season in the wild card. And you look, the Mariners have dominated this season early against the Astros as well. So if they want a little payback, I think they've got this one circled.
Yep. There we go. We got the rundown here from Rod here in Major League Baseball. We got his CFL. And, of course, we did get his show pick, and we found out what Rod has over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Of course, that was what Rod has. Padres here was his show pick. All right, Rod, as always, great having the show. Have a great weekend. We'll catch up with you again next week. Of course, we can always catch up with you. We'll see you got some appearances coming on this weekend.
Definitely, you'll see me this weekend. I'll pop in Saturday for sure. I've already signed up for the Saturday date. I'm not too sure yet about the Sunday, but you'll definitely see me tomorrow on the weekend show. Let's get it tonight. Crush it. Let's get those winners. We'll catch everybody tomorrow morning on the morning show.
Catch Rod in the morning tomorrow. Then I'll be there as well, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Like, subscribe, set those notifications as well. We'll be on that.
Won't be hot.
That's right. I mean, it is hot. It is really hot. No doubt. All right, Rod, have a great night. Rod Sawacki here on the drive-thru. All right, let's continue here on the show, guys. It's now time to keep an eye on that chat. It's been all one-way action here. Even Rangers and Orioles. Rangers 12 now, 4 for the Orioles. Rod does like the Rangers, by the way, on this. We went through the rundown here, so keep these picks coming. We're going to recap them in a little bit. You guys, I kind of gave you a peek at who I like here tonight, so let's get to my pick, and then we will close out the show here for this weekend. Let's get to this one. This isn't my game. It's going back to the Tiger game, so let's get back to Tigers and the slumping Toronto Blue Jays. I know Scooble was originally penciled in. I know that was a pencil in, but I did handicap it with the Flaherty going in for this Tigers team. So we're going to go here with the Tigers here at the plus price here against Bassett. Bassett is he just can't pitch at home, man. What's going on? ERA over 7 at home, 1.71 whip. He's been really hurt by their home run ball. Toronto hitting just .229 at home, where their bullpen has an ERA over 5. Detroit Pen does perform well on the road this year, and then, of course, their bats were hot hitting the break, where they've hit .283 over their past 10 games. Toronto has lost 8 units for their bettors at home this year, so we'll be on the Tigers here at that plus price, plus the 118. All right, guys, check out Pick Dawgz Premium. I've got Christmas in July up there. I've got my best bet on the board as well for Major League Baseball, as well as Christmas in July. Get all my premium plays for a year, all the major sports coverage here. We've reduced that price $300, plus you can apply the promo code to it, so it's an even more discount at $450 altogether when you apply the discount off my 1 year off sports pass. Christmas, July, no better time now. Get on board, and of course use that promo code PICK at checkout for that additional savings. All right, guys, let's continue here on the drive-through. We're going to get to the recap a little bit, so let's go ahead and recap the chat pick of the day. Boy, it's all Rangers. We'll close it out here. Rangers will be the chat pick today, 12-4. No totals today. Everybody here just on us on the sides today. Chat pick of the day goes to the Rangers tonight. All right, now it's time for you guys to put your picks in already on the chat pick. Now it's time to put your show picks, and we'll read them out here in a little bit. We'll get to the recap. Jay on Astros Mariners under, Javon Reds, Brian on the White Sox run line, Padres for Rod. I'll be on the Tigers. I like Jay's pick here, Astros Mariners under 7. Big game tonight to go under the total. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of the drive-thru, guys. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow live at 6. Back on Monday. We're back Monday here live at 6 p.m. Eastern time. We're bringing our cappers from Pick Dawgz and Sports Chat Place. We'll cover your place for in real time. Remember to always get started with that morning show. We're live here on the weekend, 10 a.m. Eastern time with Jay and the crew. I'll be there with them. Of course, you guys check out these great video series up here. We got Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes, Betting Tools Show, MLB first 5 innings with him as well. Also, Brian Biller with his contrarian plays for you. We've got Javon coming in with his parlay shorts as well. And, of course, Ron Romanelli with his MLB breakdown. Big Al McMorty all access. Sharp train plays with Costi. Also picks up their video series here from Dana Lane as he goes against the public betting. Keep an eye on those. Lots of great series. Of course, check out today Joey Tron dropping his NASCAR video series out there. Kirk with his soccer as well as his totals for Major League Baseball. Guys, make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications to be notified of these plays as they're released here on the channel. All right, guys, let's keep an eye here on the on your show picks. Nathan Cerner likes San Francisco run line. Rockies money line from Blake. Also likes the Red Sox tonight. Let's see what else we got from you guys here on the chat. Pick of the day. All right. Time to get those chat pick of the day, so we'll keep an eye on it here. What else we've got here? Astros for Tyler Belkemeyer. He has a lot of picks up there. He's leaning Red Sox as well. Ron Crawford's show pick will be the Red Sox tonight at the plus price against the Dodgers. Tyler also likes Rockies team total. And the Rangers first 5 at the plus half. Yanks money line as well. He's got a lot of picks for you guys in there. Ron Crawford Ottawa money line tonight from CFL action. And CFL from Tyler is Edmonton. Marlins lay the 3.5 runs here from Mr. Moneybags. He's going big here right off the All-Star break. Phillies and Pirates Nerfy here from Rod. Last call, guys, for your show picks before we close it out. Ramon likes the Astros Mariners under there with Jay as well. Rays run line from Victor Jimenez. All right, we're all set, guys. We got you set up for the weekend. That's going to do it here for this edition of Drive. So let's go ahead and bring in our crew from tonight. We've got goodbye to guys. You guys have a great weekend.